Panthers. And this is a game you look at it like, oh my God, this is gonna be bad. 3-7 team and a 4-5 team. But if you look at it from the right perspective, it can be a great football game. The right perspective is if the Lions win this, they're sitting at 5-5 and are in the playoff race. They're a very good football. I don't know if they're a very good football team. Matt Stafford had a huge game against the Redskins, and the defense tried to throw that away, but luckily the offense was able to drive down the field in like 15 seconds and get a field goal. It was amazing work by Stafford. Now, here's the crazy thing about this game. We do not know if the starting two quarterbacks for the Lions and the Panthers will play, which is why there's no spread on this football game. It's almost impossible to tell. I have a feeling that Matt Stafford will play, but I feel like they're not going to put the game on him since he has that thumb injury, and they just want to rest him because next week I think that he plays a huge game. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a huge football team for the Lions. They need this win against the Panthers. They 100% need it. Without this win, they're going to be out of playoff contention. They desperately... Actually, next week's not that bad. Never mind. In 2 weeks, they have to play the Bears, though. And the Bears are a scary football team. At least I'm going to predict them to be. I'll talk about the Bears next week, but mainly because I think that Mitchell Trubisky's a better fit for them. I think that they're going to become a better football team thanks to the change back away from Foles. But I love the Lions here, mainly because they have a... It really is hard to tell. I don't know if Teddy Bridgewater's going to play. So if Teddy Bridgewater doesn't play, I'm definitely going to go with the Lions. Like, this is going to be an easy dub for Matt Patricia and the Lions. But the Lions want to win, they got to do two things. Number one, they got to play fantastic defense. If Teddy Bridgewater's on the field, then that's going to be really harder. But if P.J. Walker's on the field, just make sure that Mike Davis isn't consistently running the ball. But since there's no CMC to worry about, the Panthers, and if there's no Teddy Bridgewater, it should not be that hard of a team to beat on offense. Now, the Lions to have on offense, you need to take the ball less out of Stafford's hand, really let his thumb wrist up, because in 2 weeks you play the Bears, and I think after that you have to play the Packers, Titans, and games like that. So you need to worry, if you're the Lions, you need to worry about resting Stafford and make sure he's healthy for those games. They're going to probably be must-win games if you want to make the playoffs. So you got to make sure Stafford's healthy for that. And I think they still have to play the Vikings one more time. I'm not sure, but I think they do. So, it's going to be a tough down the stretch. But if they want to win, Stafford's got to be healthy, which means you got to rest him. Make sure that you just try and get the ball to running back. Now, here the problem with that is DeAndre Swift will be out for this game. Now, I'm hoping DeAndre Swift will be back in 2 weeks against the Bears because it's going to be a huge game for the Detroit Lions. But again, this is a desperate, must-win football game for the Lions if they want to stay in playoff consideration, because if you lose this one, you're pretty much out of it. I don't think a 17 is like... The NFC is so stacked this year. A 7-loss team is not going to make it. A 9-7 team is probably not going to make the playoffs. So I think what you need to do for the winning out is improbable. So 11-5 is not a likely thing, but as long as you don't lose the easy ones, you can lose one hard one, and then a 10-6 record will likely get you in if you're the Lions. So that's why this is a must-win football game here. Look for Adrian Peterson to have a big day on the ground just because they feed it to him so much, and watch out for Kerryon Johnson here. I picked the Lions to beat the Panthers.